Hello everyone, welcome to Enlighten Study Point. তো আজি আমি ক্লাছ 9 social scienceৰ geography partor chapter 2 atmosphere structure air pressure and wind system সেই চেপ্টাৰৰ question number 24 লৈ আনিছো। তো ভিডিঅ'টো ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰাৰ আগতে মই সকলোকে ক'ব বিচাৰিছো যে মোৰ চেনেলটো সাবস্ক্ৰাইব কৰি দিব। তো question number 24a write short notes. Homosphere. This is the lower atmospheric layer and the chemical composition remains mostly same up to 80 km. About 99% of the mass of all atmospheric elements is restricted up to 32 km from the Earth's surface. The homosphere is again subdivided into troposphere, stratosphere and mesosphere. B. Heterosphere. In the altitude above 80 km beyond the mesosphere, chemical compositions of the atmosphere changes. This sphere is known as heterosphere. This consists of 4 layers of nitrogen, oxygen, helium and hydrogen. This is divided into thermosphere and exosphere. The density of air is very little. C. Air temperature, earth surface height and air pressure relationship. Air temperature, earth surface height and air pressure relationship. The distribution of the sun ray and heat on the surface of the earth is not same at all places. The amount of heat of a region depends on the geographical location of the region, its latitudinal extent, height on the surface of the earth. All these factors cause difference of temperature. Some places are cold, some places are hot. The variation in the temperature affect the atmospheric pressure of the place. D. Polar high pressure belt. The area where there is cold temperature, the air pressure is high. In the polar region, the temperature is extreme cold. The water of this region remains deposited in the form of ice. The air does not contain much water vapor and air pressure always remain high in both northern and southern hemisphere. E. Wind system. The formation of the wind system begins with the sun rays radiation, which is absorbed differently on the earth's surface. The earth's surface is heated differently because of scenarios like cloud cover, mountain, valley, water bodies, vegetation and desert land. As a result of this uneven heating, there are bound to be earth's surface that vary a lot in temperature. Air on surface with high temperature will then begin to rise because it is lighter. As the air rises, it creates low atmospheric pressure. F. Pressure gradient. The force which is created from the difference in atmospheric pressure on the surface of the earth causes the movement of the air. This force is known as the pressure gradient force, and the difference between the atmospheric pressure of two places is known as pressure gradient. The velocity of the wind increases when pressure gradient is higher and velocity of the wind is low when the pressure gradient is lower. G. Trade wind. The trade wind are wind that reliably blow east to west just north and south of the equator. The wind help ships travel west, and they can also steer storms such as hurricanes. The trade wind have been used by sailors for centuries. Sailors traveling from Europe or Africa use the trade winds to travel to North or South America. Just like aeroplanes can use the wind boost from the jet stream to shorten a journey flying east, sailors can use the trade wind to shorten a sea journey when sailor west. H. Horse latitude. The horse latitude are located at about 30 degrees north and south of the equator. It is common in the region of the subtropical for wind to diverge and either flow towards the pole or towards the equator. This diverging wind are a result of an area of high pressure which is characterized by calm wind, sunny sky and little or no precipitation. I. Roaring forties. The region of the southern hemisphere, especially lying between 40 to 50 latitude, is covered by ocean. So the westerlies are very intense in this region. This is why the navigators call the latitude belt as forties or roaring forties. J. Anticyclone. After the formation of a high pressure belt covering a wide area of a divergent wind from the center of the pressure belt takes a cyclic path. The name was given by the meteorologist Sir Francis Galton in 1861. This cycle path is known as anticyclone. The atmospheric pressure becomes the highest at the center of the anticyclone. It is also known as high pressure center. K. Jet stream. A very high velocity wind around 640 km per hour, which has similarities with the westerlies blow toward east at high altitude in the upper limit of the troposphere in the tropical region. This wind is known as jet stream. The jet stream bring about changes in the weather and climate of a region. L. Isobar. Isobar are atoms of different chemical elements which differ in the chemical properties but has the same physical property. So we can say that isobar are those elements which have a different atomic number but the same mass number. M. Tropical cyclone. When the high velocity wind start blowing from a high pressure region and take a cyclic path, it is violent in nature and move around a low pressure center in the tropical region. This is called as tropical cyclone. It blows in an anti-clockwise direction due to the earth rotation movement in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. The velocity of a tropical cyclone can be from 120 km to 280 km per hour. তো এইকেইটাই কুৱেশ্যন আছিলে, বাকী কুৱেশ্যনবোৰ আমি নেক্সট ভিডিঅ'ত লৈ আনিম। ধন্যবাদ।